その情報はすでに得ています。もちろんこの店を継ぐか否かその判断をしている最中だということで。
Isn't that scary, y'all? There's a whole nother like subgenre of fiction and whatnot dealing with government and espionage and what they already know versus don't know and conspiracy theories, and y'all, that's a rabbit hole we can go into with another visual novel that relates to that. But yeah, it's scary how much the government knows at times when they want to know stuff. Doesn't matter what the country is, the government will find out, you know. Yikes.
我々がこの店に抱く危惧は滞在する人外だけではなく店内に存在するゲートにも向いています。異世界へつながる扉というのはあなたが考えているよりもはるかに危険なものです。
I'm already aware of that. I know there are dangerous beings out there that could possibly come through the gate.
いいえ、そんなに単純な話ではありませんよ。
Completely disregarding my words, the official began to challenge me. Not in my house.
この世界とは異なる法則が支配し、異なる生物が生息する世界との接触。それはそうたやすいものではない。例えるなら大航海時代に新たな大陸を発見した時と同様、あるいはそれ以上の大問題なのです。
He continued to rattle on monotonously, as if reading something from a manual. Indeed, the existence of alternate worlds and their non-human inhabitants wasn't inherently bad. However, a mountain of worries could form from if we were to come into contact with them. For example, if bacteria native to these worlds came to our own, it could potentially cause diseases uncurable by modern science. We could be on the cusp of an awful pandemic. Wow. Even though, like, just this line out of context, y'all. Oops, and I hit the damn A button. But whatever, y'all know what I mean.
どうです？少しの可能性を考えただけでもあまりにも危険でしょう。
Out of curiosity, let me just see something. Okay. So, what's the snow world and the fairy world? There's the heavenly realm, the demon world, beast world, and fairy world. Some shit.
そして我々が何より気にしているのは異世界に眠るさまざまな資源についてです。
Leave it to the government to try to flip something in their favor. Unknown materials, unknown resources. Imagine if there was a world that had gold or silver lying around as common as rocks. Trade with that world could throw the global economy here into chaos. There's war to consider too. Rising tension between countries hoarding resources and those that desire them. Yikes! This got pretty real pretty quick, y'all. Holy shit. After the GPM agent finishes talking about these terrifying cases, he glares at me.
異世界へつながる扉は間違いなく個人の手には余る存在。
Chad? What is T though? Don't worry about it. So, you want me to just tell my parents to hand everything over to you and just walk away?
ええ、話が早くて助かります。これはあなたを守るためでもありますから。
That motherfucker said, yeah. Can I at least, or excuse me, can I ask you one question?
どうぞ。
If everything's handed over to the GPM, what will happen to the cafe?
上層部と話し合うことになりますが、我々の厳重な管理下に置かれます。ゲートの破壊と移動は不可能ですから、この店を取り壊してゲートの周囲に新たに研究施設を建てることになるかと。
Granddad, what the fuck did you get us into? I see.
ご理解いただけたようで何よりです。それではこちらの書類を。
I wave the papers. I wave away the papers he tries to give me, and a stunned look slowly appeared on his face as I quietly told him the following. Given that information, I refuse. I'd like you to leave the premises now. Hey, Otome, she a real one. You heard what I said.
どういうことです？ゲートがどれだけ危険なものか今の話で理解できなかったと。
His face twists in anger, and the GPM agent begins to raise his hand toward me. Excuse me? Excuse me, motherfucker? I know you ain't trying to hit me. In the very next moment...
待て。
Oh. Ooh. Out of nowhere, another arm appeared just in time to grab the agent's hand. Oh, Connors, why? Connors!
まさかイグニスの洗礼を受けてなお懲りずに接触しに来るとは。
Oh, wow. You must have beat him the hell up.
何者だ。
と言われると、あなたたちが言うところの危険な人外でしょうか。
Oh shit, this rock riff.
こいつさっき来たやつとは別のやつか。つうか、俺たちを知らねえってことは GPM は GPM だって真剣か？
Huh?
まあ、なんでもいいんじゃない？どっちにしろ俺たちにとってはお邪魔虫さんだよね。
Following Connors, the other three stepped forward to protect me. The agent brushed off Connors' hand, timid at the arrival of the group.
随分と様々なお題目を並べていたようだな。アンシャンテにあるゲートを自分たちの管理下に置きたいだけではない。なんだよ。
まあまあ、下っ端くん、君の言ってることほぼ正しいよ。ゲートの危険性は俺たちも承知してるし。でも君さ、自分たちの都合いいようにちょっとお話持ってるよね。
I look at the agent. A fearful expression was now scrawled upon his face. Everyone here has already informed me. Non-humans have lived in the shadows of society for a very long time now. This is like something y'all would do at the end of Otome, not the beginning. So, that means gates like this have been around for quite a while too, right?
それは。
Ill answered my question for the stuttering agent.
ゲートが危険なのは事実。ですがそれが昔からここ以外にも世界各地に点在するのも事実。それをここのゲート一つだけで世界の終わりが始まるとでもいい加減に誤解させるのはいかがなものかと。それにその程度で影響を及ぼすのなら とっくに人間界は滅んでいるはずでは。
After being berated by questions, the agent straightens his posture and speaks once more.
誤解を招く言い回しでしたが、我々のスタンスは変わりません。ゲートと人外は個人の手ではなく国家機関、つまりは我々の手で管理されるべきものだと。我々は平和的な解決を望んでいます。どうか店を引き渡してもらえませんか。
It's gonna be anything but peaceful.
平和的ってこんな小娘相手に高圧的な態度で交渉することを言ってんのか。
Oh, you tell him Ignis, even though, you scare me.
それともてめえらの中じゃ武装した人員で周辺を封鎖した上で交渉するの平和的っつうのだ。
What?
気づかれていたか。
Oh, whoops.
様、イグニスが殴っちゃったし、だいたいこうなるのは予想できるんじゃない？
Oh, the guests he fought with before were just people from the GPM then? The agents let out a childish grunt as Ignis stares him down.
ならば
Oh my god, they cloned themselves. Several men in GPM uniforms came rushing in from the surrounding roads all at once.
随分と大勢。
最初からこっちで来いよ。そしたら話が早えって。
やる気満々なのに統率感がないな。今回は彼の意思ではないっぽいね。
Who is he? He?
アンシャンテにはもう一人常連客がいるのです。人間の、それも GPM 所属のものだ。
Huh? Could that be? Yes. Don't ask no dumb questions. I had completely forgotten to ask about him, but I thought it might be.
そこらの人外風情が多少集まったところで何もできまい。我々の管理下にないゲートなど見過ごすことはできん。よってこの
Oh, we dropped the guns. Oh my god. With the signal, the other agents ready their raw, intimidating metal object. Girl, a gun. Weapons normally banned within Japan. Guns. I don't know much about guns, but I could guess that these weren't just for show. They were real weapons meant to kill people. Yikes. Y'all sure y'all wanted to stay with this team rating? The power of life and death in their hands. I felt a sweat pour over my entire body as they pointed their weapons at me.
大丈夫ですよ。
Okay. How do you mean? Don't you see the guns? They have guns.
平気平気。彼らは対人外部隊だからさ。普通の銃とか銃弾じゃないんだよ。
Oh, are they like tranquilizers?
いや、通常のものより大口径だったり、貫通力に優れてたりする。人外って大抵人より硬いからね。
You thinking like, oh, it's like some magical bullets or some shit, but they're like, oh no, it's a worse gun. If that's true, how can you tell me, or how can you just tell me that it's going to be fine? It's gonna kill me a whole lot worse.
案ずること当たりたくなければ避けるがいい。 あるいは受け取っても問題。
I'm sorry, I have no idea what you mean. Normal person can just do that. I had to read what he said twice, and I'm like, oh, if you want to miss, don't get hit. But if you get hit, it's all good. Like, what? What are you talking about? I mean, why are they all so carefree at the fact that we're completely surrounded by loaded guns?
余裕ぶるのも今のうちだ。人外のお前たちは確かに耐久力に優れているかもしれん。だが普通の人間に流れ弾が飛来すればどうなるか、それくらいは理解できるだろう。
I'm guessing y'all are not caring if you hit regular people.
あらら、仮にも国家公務員でしょ、君たち。
Okay.
か弱い一般市民に手を出していいわけ。
That's what I was thinking, like, what kind of government's willing to kill their own people?
国家を甘く見るな。いざとなればお前たち程度どうとでもできるに決まっている。さあ、これは警告だ。分かったらおとなしく抵抗をやめ。
抵抗ってこんな感じか。
What do you do? Oh, smart. Yeah, I'm totally co-signing that. All of a sudden, the firearms held by the GPM agents were glowing red. Yikes! That's some like third-degree burns there, y'all. You could hear their hands begin to sizzle and their guns drop to the floor. Ignis watches, shrugging as a wry smile spreads across his face.
お、弾が暴発しなくてラッキーじゃん。ピンポイントで熱加えんの難しいんだぜ。
Okay, look at this himbo with his chest all out.
その姿、まさか仲介ベスティアの。
おうや、ベスティアについて知ってんならあの世界に来ても聞いてるよ。強えやつは生きる、弱えやつは死ぬ。要するにこうして向かってきた以上、殺されても文句は言えねえよな。
As Ignis howls, wild flames begin to envelop his entire body. He looks the same as when I first met him. He cheerfully jumps into the crowd of guns pointed directly at him.
おらおら、せいぜい頑張って抵抗しろよてめえら。俺に当てたら拳一風プレゼントしてやるや。
Jumping into the swarm of agents, he grabbed, punched, kicked, and trampled over every enemy. Wow, these people, people are just flying all over the place.
ところで、拳一風とは何でしょうね。
我も知らないが、まあイグニスの言うことは深い意味はない。
くそ、なんだこいつ。今まで捕獲した人外とはまるでこの化け物どもめ。
Oh, y'all gonna leave me invulnerable? Leaving Ignis to rampage, the other agents aim their guns at us, pulling the trigger. All their bullets fell to the ground due to the giant sword Kana's pulled out of thin air.
修練です。
GTM
やめておいた方が賢明ですよ。カヌスは手加減が下手ですから。
Whew.
なはは、言えてるかも。
Besides Ill, who stood there peacefully like magic with a single finger. Mizir stops a bullet from coming up at a Mizir stops a bullet coming from another direction, then allows it to fall to the ground. All I can do is just stand there, dumbfounded, as the whirlwind of supernatural phenomena swirled around the space right in front of me.
どうするお前たち。我に尻を叩かれたいというなら急を据えてやらんこと。もっとそれほどの業の者がこの場にいればの話だ。妖精メリオの黒騎士、我が名はカヌス・エスパーだ。押して。
As Kana stood there, intimidating the line of agents standing before him, an agent Ignis flung into the air, an agent Ignis, oh my god, an agent Ignis flung into the air came flying towards Canas, crashing down upon him. You idiot! With all the weight, Canas' helmet, no, his entire head came off? That wasn't the question. What? Ignis, you idiot. Oh my god. The commotion around us vanished. In that moment, everyone there, friend or foe, stood in silence as they stared at his head, rolling across the ground. Again, how does he eat? How does he drink? How does he kiss? These are the answers I need to know. Oh, I have to scream too. A shock in the form of a shout rose up as Canas. Oh my god, let me read this again. A shock in the form of a shout rose up from us as Canas lifted himself up and straightened his collar, which was devoid of anything.
後方不注意だぜ、カヌス。
Canas Espada, a young man shrouded in mystery, whose face is covered by a helmet. His true identity is a headless knight, is sometimes called a Dullahan.
GPM の手勢たちよ、我が剣を恐れぬならかかってくるがよい。
Sweetheart. I'd be too scared to try to attack him. Freaky as heck. I don't blame GPM and Kotone screaming like that. This otherworldly battle continues. I was bewildered by everything going on about me. As Mizir placed his hand on my shoulder, he's like, these people, right? Am I right?
あれ、そっか。琴音ってカヌスのあれ見るの初めてだっけ？
Yes.
まあ、そのうち慣れる。
Apparently she does. In the character trailer, it's like he's sitting on a bed or something, and she's like poking at his flames. So yeah, she got used to it real quick. Will I, though? I suddenly noticed that out of the many GPM agents that have arrived here, half of them were lying on the ground. It didn't seem like any of them had sustained any serious injuries. Still, it was a disaster zone.
さーて、下っ端くん、そろそろ諦めたらどう？俺たちに、っていうか、アンシャンテに手を出したら危ないってこと、これで十分分かったでしょ。ちなみに、ここでぼーっとしてる打天使様も、彼らといい勝負だから、狙っても無駄だよ。
Ooh, so Pretty Boy got some fight in him too. I wouldn't put it past him.
乱暴なのは好みませんが、あなた方が帰ってくれないのなら実力行使もやむを得ませんね。
Il tilts his head, signaling his reluctance. I couldn't quite imagine him being just as strong as Ignis or any of the others, though.
打天使だとバカな。そんな人外までいると分かった以上、ますます放っておけるものか。
Oh my. He really gonna bring chaos and destruction?
貴様らは通常の人外よりもはるかに危険だ。であればこんな小娘に貴様らの管理など絶対に任せてはおけるものか。
I think you misunderstand. I deny his statement in reflex. Many of the agents were already wounded. My voice could easily be heard now that the scene around me was nearing its end. I took one deep breath. I wanted to be sure that they could hear my words. I will not be able to control them. In fact, I have no desire to do so. Oh, that's it? I thought he was going to say, Onegai! Onegai! More importantly, control is the last thing I would ever want here in the first place. The eyes and attention of everyone there in this brief moment, it was all directed towards me. Mizir and the others, with the GPM agents, paid close attention to me as I spoke. I began to vocalize the conclusion I had already come into my mind. It had to come from my own mouth, otherwise it would have no meaning at all. I spoke with Mizir and the others, and I've come to understand them a little better. Although they're considered non-humans, there is more we have in common than not. You smug bastard, you looking at me.
でも、前にも語った通り、ソーアンとこの場所が俺たちにとって唯一無二の存在。
そうだな。彼は我々の良き理解者で、かけがえのない友人であった。
ええ、ソーアンがいなければ私たちはきっと今ここにいることもなかったでしょ
あのジジイのことだからな。あと100年は生きるかと思ってたぜ。
They know what it is to feel things deeply, and they feel the need to protect this place where their friendships have been forged. They really are capable of that. To let this disappear without allowing them an opportunity. Oh my god. Excuse me, y'all. To let this disappear without allowing them an opportunity at all. That's not something I'm interested in. Yes. Also, If there are dangers that must be reviewed, it does not have to be right here and now.
見定めるとどうするつもりだまさかその凶悪な人外たちを相手に本気で喫茶店をやろうとでも言うのか
That's the name of the game. Yeah, duh. Yes, I am. I will be taking over the cafe. Masaka! Now that I've made my decision, I will be treating these people as my guests, just like the last owner, my grandfather. Mizir, hearing my declaration beside me.
やっぱり君は変わらないな。
I think I had to turn the music down because the music is drowning out their voices. His smile was right from his heart. On the other hand, the GPM agent was staring up. On the other hand, the GPM agent was starting to tremble in fear.
バカなことをこんな強大な力を持つ化け物が喫茶店の客だと
Damn, what's with all the name calling? Jesus, calm down.
確かにバカかもしれない。でも俺たちは喫茶アンシャンテのそういうバカなところに惹かれたんだ。
Yeah, this is giving me like at the end of the visual novelties. I don't know why they're doing all this shit like right now. This is like, you know, the big fight before the climax and the finale. Like, what the hell?
それに GPM の主張も理解できます。個人の手に余る力を組織が管理しようとするのは合理的で正しい判断。ですが、そもそもの前提として、私たちもあのゲートもあなた方の手に余りますので、それ以前の問題かと。
図に乗るなよ小娘我々の力を行使すれば貴様や親族の社会的立場など
Oh no, not my family's reputation.
どうにでもできるって。それって彼女を認めた魔王様への宣戦布告と受け取っていいのかな。
And Mizir takes one step forward. In one action, I felt an intimidating aura. The air around me suddenly became thin. I could feel the entire world begin to cower before him. The ground, in fact, began to rumble. I could feel it like shaking beneath me. As if pushed back by the aura's pressure, an agent falls back toward the ground.
悪い目は早めに積んじゃうのが鉄則だけど、どうしようかな。
Were his eyes always this intense? Jeez. Mizir delivers an icy glare at the agent. However, the sound of a roaring engine killed the atmosphere hanging above us all. Oh, that car! A sports car appeared, moving towards us in a flash. Wow. Its beautiful chassis wedged itself between Mizir and the agent. Okay! I don't know, stunt driver. The man who exited the vehicle while scratching his head was none other than... This morning, it was the man who stopped me. It was Karu Rindo.
これでも一応説得はしたんだよ。
Is he chummy with us? Like, the fuck? Mizir dissolves his intense aura and relaxes his shoulders as Mr. Rindo talks to him calmly.
そんなことだろうと思った。とはいえ君のことだし、どうせ自信があるならやっちゃえとかこの子たち煽ったでしょ。
何のことかな。
おうリンド、てめえ後で殺すからな。死んだら生き返らせてもうクックス。
Glad to see you have your helmet back on, sweetheart.
お前も良い年だろう。戯れもほどほどにな。
はいはい、すみませんでした。というか君たち圧がすごいから挟まないでほしいな。
Mr. Rindo?
おや、いやあ、琴音ちゃん、朝ぶりだね。僕のこと覚えてくれてたんだ。
Oh yeah, he's showing up as wearing like half-fitting gloves or whatever. I don't know if that's a style or whatever, but it looks stupid. Yes, you were quite memorable. I had finally remembered the suits that these GPM agents were wearing. I thought I'd seen them somewhere, and now I realized they were very similar to his, which I just had seen earlier this morning. So that must mean he's the last guest out of... I was touched by an angel. So that must mean he's the last guest at Enchante who's with the GPM, right?
はい、彼のことですね。
一度もう自己紹介は済ませているけど、職業も含めてはまだだったかな。
No, the fuck you didn't.
頂上自称対策機関、通称 GPM、情報課課長、林道薫。
Oh my. Kaoru Rindo, one of the regular customers at Enchante working as the GPM Intelligence Division Manager.
怖い人外から君みたいな可憐なお嬢さんを守るのが僕の仕事。これからよろしくね。
Shut up. I see. I was given 2 business cards from the government agencies within the same day. Likely due to Mr. Rindo's arrival calming the tension around us, I couldn't seem to find anything else to say to him in the moment.
音ね、知り合いだったのですか?
Well, in a way, this morning he hit on me? Though I'm not sure now that it's what... Though, I'm sure now that it was just random chatter to try and figure me out.
よーし、じゃあそんなたちの悪い中年は魔王様が塵にしちゃおっかな。
What?
勘弁してよ。君の場合、塵どころか影も残してもらえなさそうだ。
As if to avoid conversation with Mizir, Mr. Rindo walks to the agents wounded on the ground.
それでここまでされたんだ。年長者の助言は素直に聞くべきだって痛感できたかな。
リンド課長。
というか君たち、揃いも揃って人外を相手にするなら過去の事例くらいきちんと把握しないとね。
Homework?
こういったことは以前もあったのだ。GPM がアンシャンテを占拠するため強行手段に出たことは
ここにゲートがあると知ったら目の色を変えてね。今でも大人げない武装だったなって思うくらいにね。
So what happened?
そんな勝手な真似俺らが許すわけねえだろ。まあなんというか控えめに言ってフルボッコかな。それはもう徹底的にのされてね。以後僕らはこの店と休戦&生還、その監視役が僕ってわけさ。常連になった理由もそれだね。ミシェルみたいな魔王様一人でも困るっていうのにさ、揃いも揃ってみんなラスボスすぎるよね。
Last boss, a term that usually indicates the final or strongest enemy in a story or a game. Rindo calls the regulars there as being the strongest boss, or the strongest from each world, and often coins the last boss term to them, which begs the question: what is Enchante, and why are they all gathered here?
魔王。
おいおい、嘘だろ君たち。GPM では基本中の基本だよそれ。喫茶アンシャンテに救うミシェル・アレックス、最強最悪の人外の王、魔王様ってね。
Mizzy Rex, a custom. Why am I jumbling up words, y'all? Jesus. A regular customer of Cafe Enchante. He is a rarely seen demon king and is also known as the strongest non-human king, surpassing the non-humans from all other worlds. Interesting. We need to review our We need to review our trading program. That's what Mr. Rindo muttered as he looked back at us.
まあそんなわけでさ、今回のこの子たちの襲撃は決して GPM の総意じゃない。僕の頭でよければいくらでも下げるからさ、僕に免じて僕を収めてくれないかな。
Yeah, look at these tall cuties. Oh my god. Oh yeah, yo. So, 190 centimeters, right? They look around the same height too. So there's approximately 2.54 centimeters in an inch. So when we do the conversion, 74 inches, right? So 5 feet is 60 inches. 6 feet is 72. So Kanas is 6'2", and Karu probably is like 6 foot. Looking at their character art, just a little interesting tidbit. Just saying.
我はアンシャンテが存続するならば、これ以上の要求は必要ないと思う。
別にリンドは関係ねえが、弱いもんいじめは趣味じゃねえ。ここらで手打ちにするのが筋だろ
うな。最強最悪の人外の王様的にはちょいちょいと根絶やしにするっていうのも悪くないかなと思うけど。
He looked to me as if to ask for permission. I vigorously shake my head side to side. Boo, no fun, boo. I'm alright, as long as they don't do anything to harm the cafe.
だってさ、うちのマスターがそう判断したんだし、君たちは晴れて無罪放免だね。
そう言ってくれて心の底からほっとしたよ。それじゃ君たちは帰った。後で山のような始末書を一緒に書くとしようじゃないか。
you, Colin.
ちなみに僕としては君にここを諦める方向で説得するつもりだったんだけど、もう決めたんだね。
Yeah. Yes.
常連客が魔王に首なし騎士、打倒士に魔獣、どいつもこいつも存在が大災害。
And then there's you, just an older gentleman, older mature gentleman.
ふとしたことで、君はこの店、大げさに言ったら世界までもが何かしらの影響を受けるかもしれない。それでも君はこの喫茶アンシャンテを継ぐのかい？
I stare once again at Enchante's sign. I consider the name of the place where Grandpa and the others here have forged so many memories together. Yes. I nod as if to take it all in. That's right, girl. Stand firm in your word. I understand that it's selfish. The end of the world. Maybe I don't understand as well as I should, considering something as giant as that. But Mizir and the others talked about Grandpa over the years. Their warm smiles, all of them, so bright and dazzling. You mean most of them. Remember, Ganas, he doesn't have a... Never mind. They were just so beautiful. I just didn't want to lose that. Ignis is like, what? The regulars focused their attention on my declarations once again.
やはり彼女はソーアンの孫娘です。とてもいい人ですから。
Oh, look at him. I didn't even notice Ill's attire. He's just as much of a himbo as Ignis. Got his little chest out. Okay, I see you.
胸に響く言葉だ。
どう？これで少しは彼女に興味が湧いたんじゃない？イグニス。さっきの単価は悪くなかったんじゃない？
This speech was alright, man. She alright. And then he's gonna be like the most smitten out of the 5 or 4. Is it 5 or 4? It's 5. Right? Yeah, 5. Yikes. Oh? That's right. I'm sorry. I decided on my own will without asking any of you.
いいんじゃない？面と向かっては言えなかったけど、みんな君に継いで欲しかったわけだしさ。
つうか、そのうぜえ敬語いらねえ。ここに作ってんだな。普通に話せよ。調子が狂う。
Oh, understood. I mean, sure. Meanwhile, Mr. Rindo stood up as if he gave up, shaking his head. He's like, damn it, girl, I told you not to.
そっか。君が自分で見て、自分で決めたんなら、もうこれ以上僕から言うのは野暮だよね。
Oh my goodness, it's almost 7 o'clock. With a bitter smile, Mr. Rindo looks at Mizir and the others.
それに、アンシャンテが営業再開なら、監視業務も兼ねて、僕もこれからはちょくちょくお邪魔させてもらうよ。
Okay, honey, you can keep tabs on me all you like. Mm-hmm.
人外にいじめられたとか、困ったことがあったら、何でも相談してね。かわいい新人マスターさん。
Okay. Okay. I'm sure I will, Mr. Rindo.
人聞きの悪い。我らが彼女を害するわけだな。
Yeah, red means angry. I got that.
まったくですね。 リンゴとは存在の価値が比較になりません。
Yikes.
おう、つうかリンド、何しれっと帰ろうとしてんだ。さっきの詫びとして2、30発殴らせる。
ははは、ごめんこむるよ。それに人間にはこんな言葉があるんだよ。逃げるが勝ちってね。
Smiling, Rindo escapes as Ignis chases him. This cafe has been a nurturing environment of friendships for the regulars, Mr. Rindo included. These interactions cross the boundaries between humans and non-humans alike. I turn back toward Enchante. I'm sure conversations like this happened every day throughout the history of the cafe. It may be up to me to be able to bring back that kind of spirit around here. I still don't know anything, and that goal seems so very far away now. But still, I'm sure.
ことね。
Yes.
これからよろしくね。
Of course I will. In each of your respective routes. For sure. Most certainly. Yes. Yeah! That's a cute smile though. Aww. Is there any words for the chapter? I don't think so. Alright, so folks, that's gonna do it for this playthrough. Woo. A long playthrough, but I'm gonna go ahead and save here. Sure, we can override this. Alright, y'all, so yeah, that is Cafe Enchante, the prologue and chapter 1, all done. And now, let me lay down some ground rules before proceeding. So y'all, I want to kind of try alternating, but not in a sense that it's going to be frequent. I'm gonna cut these videos to about 45 minutes. Maybe 45 minutes a pop. But until I finish Pio Fiore, I'm going to continue to play Pio Fiore more often, because I play in giant chunks. But I'll play this like on the weekends until I've 100%ed Pio Fiore first, and then y'all, we'll jump on this. Y'all know the deal. Like with Pio Fiore, I will be doing 100%. That is all CG, all choices, all routes, all that good stuff. I put out there, and I promise y'all I will do it, and then it'll get done. So my only hope is that there's no other like Otome or visual novels coming through for December, because yeah, I'm gonna be upfront with y'all. I do try to ride the wave. I'm about to say wide the rave. I do try to ride the wave of a new release and have some video come out around release date. But yeah, y'all, I will be alternating. It's just that I won't be alternating so frequently. Like Pio Fiore will, oh my god, this thing wants to cut off every 2 seconds. So I will be alternating. Pio Fiore will take precedence as I am about to hit the halfway mark. And then this I'll play on the weekends. Like really, I'll play like Saturday, and then that's it. And then we'll just move back to Pio Fiore, because like I said, I really do like Pio Fiore as well. So yeah, folks, that is it for now. Next weekend we'll come back to it, be it Saturday or Sunday, and then I'll just break up my play session into however many chunks I need to. So folks, thank you all very much for watching. Really appreciate you stopping on by. Y'all know my philosophy on this YouTube shit. Be what you wanna, do what you wanna, and I'll see you lovely lads and lassies in the next episode. So until then, my friends, take care, take it easy, and peace.